Hi, I'm Stephen Person and I'm the Director of IT at StaffSync. StaffSync is a productivity tool. It helps companies create rosters, manage their payroll and find casual staff. We work across a number of industries, including hospitality, education and retail. We had the idea probably about 10 years ago. My wife was a relief teacher up in Palmerston North, so we would get the phone calls every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, wanting to know if she can work a job. So even if she wasn't able to work, we'd still get the wake-up calls every morning and it would get mighty annoying. So we decided there has to be a better way to do this. There has to be some sort of system way that we can use technology to provide a better way to find relievers. At the beginning, I didn't think we would be where we are now. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but you hear many stories of good ideas that just go nowhere because they can't get the traction in the market or get people to believe what they're trying to sell. Once Reese came on board, I knew we had a good idea and a good concept that we could bring to market. It pretty much came down to if I could keep the software working, then I knew Reese would be able to deliver it and be able to sell it into the markets.
My name is Reese Greensall. I am the Managing Director of StaffSync. Stephen had a light bulb moment, called me later that day and suggested that we build an app to solve this problem. I took the idea to a few schools where my kids were attending and received some pretty positive feedback from the DPs and principals I was speaking to. And from there we put together a business plan and a few months later launched the company.
I've never written an app before, but I've written a few JADE systems. So I worked for Tenderlink. Tenderlink would have been my first major project, so that was early 2000s. Worked on that one and then also worked on Sphere's finance. But this was our first attempt at writing an app. So while I had the JADE experience, I didn't know anything about developing apps, Android, Apple, how to even start that entire process.
In order to scale the operation, we launched in Australia and been very fortunate to tap back into some ex-employees from Tenderlink who have joined us and will drive our sales and activities over there. After building the business initially around education, we've then tried to branch out into some obvious sectors where casuals are heavily used, such as hospitality, health, and recently retail.
The feature that I probably like best is the staffing requirements feature that we've made with our rostering module. So that basically allows you to, for say an events company, to enter the number of people, say that you're expecting to come to the event, the type of the event, and from that it can derive exactly how many staff that you need. So for example, if you're a wedding events planner and you're expecting 200 people for a fully catered event, this software will show you that you're going to need 5 bar staff, you're going to need 6 kitchen hands, and you can get all that instantly. You can see if you've filled the right number of people and the right requirements, or where you still have gaps that are needed.
Yeah, one of the surprising developments that we've been led to by our clients is the need for a time and attendance module. And the time and attendance originally was built around what's called geofencing, where we can draw a geofence around an organisation and the app will automatically log people in and out. Unfortunately, not everybody has a smartphone and not everybody wants to use a smartphone, so there were gaps in that system. And recently we've released a beacon and a kiosk, which essentially allows staff to automatically log in once they're within 10 metres of the beacon, or if they haven't got a smartphone, to log in with the kiosk.
There are a couple of features which we're working on at the moment. One is WebSockets. At the moment we have a number of pages within the website that are polling in the background. So every couple of minutes or so they will be checking if someone has responded to a job. Using JADE's WebSockets, we'll be able to get rid of that polling, and as soon as it happens, send it straight away down to the browser.
The really interesting cutting edge stuff that we're looking at the moment is what I would call fringe AI. We have developed a tool that will enable, for example, a retailer to measure the productivity of their existing staff and then overlay that into their existing rosters And from that, they're able to determine if they're overstaffed or understaffed at different periods of the day. And this will give them direct feedback onto their future human resource requirements.
For us, the JADE product allows us to very quickly and very easily bring things to market. The support that we get from the JADE community is second to none. If I am having any problems or any questions, I can literally get on the phone and I can talk to whoever I need to at a moment's notice. Being able to see that the product is being developed and enhanced and the improvements that are coming all the time also gives us confidence that JADE will be there in many years' time when we still need them.
From my time at Tenderlink, I very quickly learned that JADE enabled us a very rapid development cycle. And I could give you countless examples of where we took ideas from clients and within 24, sometimes even 12 hours, had developed a solution and put it into live. And I can't tell you from a sales perspective how powerful that is in terms of clinching new clients and keeping existing clients happy. Yes, you have to be brave. Yes, you have to make sure you've got access to some good programmers and architects, but once you've created that ecosystem for yourself, you will be in a superior position going forward compared to any of your competitors that aren't using JADE. So be brave and do it.